him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack 'em up, Cobb. It's time for the only news that matters. And bassist Nathan East, famous for his very prolific session work, recently revealed that he recorded bass tracks on a particular Judas Priest album while Ian Hill was supposedly in rehab. As we all know by now, the 1980s were one hell of a decade, especially for the successful band like Judas Priest. The Judas Priest bassist and the sole remaining original member at this point has gone through a rehab sometime in the second half of the decade. There have been rumors going around that one of the albums didn't actually feature him on bass guitar. At the same time, it was kind of made public that the legendary Painkiller mostly featured Don Airey playing bass lines on the Mini Moog. In a recent interview with American Music Supply, East revealed that he's the guy who played bass guitar on one of the albums, confirming some of the rumors that have been around for a while now. When asked whether it's true that some old interviews mention him playing for a particular heavy metal band, he replied with a simple yes, and then offered this statement. He said, "I guess since you read it somewhere, it's probably out there now, but it was Judas Priest. And you know, sometimes people have to go to rehab or something like that, but the show must go on." Although Nathan didn't point out the exact time this was, it's known that Ian Hill went to rehab somewhere around 1986. Reflecting on the matter, the bassist recalled some of the struggles the musicians faced back in the day and how the busy life of a musician didn't go all that well with the stereotypical rock star lifestyle. And he said, and listen, I'm all for everybody just doing the best they can, being clean. Because back in the day, folks used to party. And a lot of us artists that I work with now have been clean and sober for like decades. Which is really, when you think about the business, people think, oh yeah, I can get in there and then I can just party as hard as I can. But no, you can't. Pretty soon it catches up with you. And I've seen a lot of guys that I have a lot of friends that just didn't make it. They stayed there and then they didn't make it. Thankfully, I'm always appreciative when people go and take the time to go get help. Going back to Judas Priest, he said, and so while he was getting some help, the album was being recorded. Hey, can you come in and play, they said? But for better or for worse, Nathan explained that he didn't remember which particular record this was. Explaining, I don't even remember the name of the album. We can't put our name on it, they said. If we go by information that Hill went to rehab in 1986, this could easily be Turbo, which was released in April of that year. Recalling what the process was like, Nathan said, the thing is, it was one of those things where they were recording and they needed to get it done. And somebody probably said, hey, get him while he's going for the record plant to Sunset Sound. So we went there, it was fun, and we kept it pretty simple because if I was playing this bass fill, they say, don't play that. He wouldn't play that. Just keep it, play straightforward root note line. Not even a slide. And it was a fun time. It was a fun challenge. So yeah, it seems like it was Turbo Lover, and a lot of Ram It Down, I understand, was recorded around that time as well. And yeah, some wacky stuff going on there. Here's a rumor I heard. about the Ram It Down tour. On the Ram It Down tour, they had, I saw the tour, they had the drummer, damn, why am I having a brain fart now? Dave Holland. Dave Holland was on this huge drum riser, real big, and the rumor was inside the drum riser was another drummer playing Dave Holland's parts. I don't know how true it was. I saw the tour, but I did see it from the upper level on the right side of the stage. Left side of the stage. I didn't have the greatest seats for that show. You know, I was pretty up there. But still, I mean, I can see it good enough. And it didn't look like Dave Holland was playing, was air drumming to me. It looked like he was playing, but I wasn't that close to tell, you know. And then, yeah, we heard not too long ago, Don Airey played the bass on Painkiller on the Moog organ, which is weird. And, you know, I don't think I should bring up what artist it was, but I know for a fact there is an artist out there, very popular, somebody you've heard of. I'd hate to prick tease you, man, but you know, I don't want to give it away because the person that told me this works for that person. And I don't know. Maybe I should talk to this person, see if it's okay for me to tell this story. And if he says it's okay, I'll bring it up in whenever I talk about Painkiller. This guy said, this famous guy said, that Painkiller was all drum machine. I find it hard to believe, to tell you the truth. I'm like, why would Scott Travis need a drum machine? That makes no sense. But hey, you know, with this we're finding out, who knows, man? I just don't think so. But this guy was good friends with Chris Tangier, the guy that produced the album. And he said that's what he told him. So, I don't know. But funny enough, the guy that told me this, he was at first didn't believe it, and now he's kind of like, but I don't know. All I know is that, hey, it ain't Ian Hill on that album, and I had no idea. I had zero idea that album, the bass guitar, was through a Moog synthesizer, organ, or whatever. That's some wild, crazy stuff, man. But, you know, I mean, I'm a huge Priest fan, but Painkiller probably wouldn't even make my top 10 of favorite Judas Priest album. I'm not sure. I think I did do a Judas Priest ranking on this channel. Maybe I should check. Maybe it did squeak in the top 10. I'm not sure, but man, I love the first 3 songs and Nightcrawler. The rest, it's a little too one-dimensional. And then Turbo, I didn't like at all. I like Painkiller way more than Turbo. I mean, I gotta say, the song Painkiller is fucking amazing, you know? One of the greatest Judas Priest songs. I got nothing bad to say about Painkiller, Hell Patrol, All Guns Blazing, and Nightcrawler. I love all those songs. The rest, yeah. But Turbo, Jesus. The only thing I like on Turbo is Out in the Cold. And yeah, I like Turbo Lover and Hot for Love now, but I do know Hot for Love sucks. But, you know, I like songs that suck. Like all you people out there that like Smashing Pumpkins 1979, if you like that song, you're just like me. You like songs that suck. But, yeah, the rest of Turbo's terrible. And, you know, it sounds like a drum machine on Turbo and Ram It Down. So that wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if that ever was leaked, if anybody ever heard something about those being drum machines, because to me, it totally sounds like drum machines. I don't know if many of you know this, but Pyromania, Def Leppard is all drum machine. Rick Allen's not on none of that album. Rick Allen was pissed off about that shit. But yeah, man, this bass player dude, played on a Judas Priest album, and to me, I would say it should be Turbo and, you know, most of Ram It Down, if not all of it, you know? But, you know, at the end of the day, I really don't care who played on what as long as it's good. And yeah, I can't say any of these are that good. I mean, to me, I know a lot of people out there think that Painkiller is the greatest Judas Priest album ever, and some even think Turbo is their best album. I shit you not, I've seen people say that, but it's cool because we all have different opinions, you know, and that's awesome. And so what do you all think of this, man? Leave it in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching the only news that matters. You know, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell. That would be awesome. And like the video. That's really good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath. Geezer Butler plays on all those albums in the 70s. And smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.